What is it regarding the statement, Babul Ijtihad Mutlaq?
Babul Ijtihad Mutlaq. This is the view that some people they begin to write that the door of Ijtihad is closed, and this is an incorrect view. That's not possible to say the door of Ijtihad is closed. At one time it was closed. They say at the time of Imam Suyuti the door of Ijtihad was closed, and then he broke the door once again, so people began to make any Ijtihad. And you find that when you say the door of Ijtihad is closed, that means that there is going to be no advancement of this Muslim Ummah. Ijtihad just basically means there's going to be new rulings and new discussions that begin to take place about certain things that we may eat, drink, whatever it may be, clothing, the life around us. So Ijtihad can't close. If they mean that the door of the original Ijtihad is closed, that may be possibly true, but we're still going to be basing our rulings upon the previous rulings that we find. So it's incorrect to say that the door of Ijtihad be totally being closed. That doesn't make sense. There may not be any more ulama who are Mujtahidun Mutlaq, an open Mujtahid, as you find that previously existed, because the person who comes to a level of Ijtihad, needs great ability of many different sciences, of ilm, of tafsir, of hadith, of fiqh, of usul al-fiqh. Person has to be sahib al-lugha, person of the language, has to have knowledge of jar wa ta'deel, al-nasikh wal-mansukh, all these different sciences before a person becomes a mujtahid, or becomes at a level of becoming a person a mufti. So even the opposite applies. Those people say that the door of ijtihad is closed. How did you become mufti then? If the doors of ijtihad are closed, how do you get to that level? And then you find many ulama that mention, and a person who specializes in the madhab cannot classify himself as being a mujtahid. You're only a mujtahid inside your own madhab. A mujtahid is one who goes outside of one's madhab. So some of the mention, if you only know your own madhab, you're not classified as a mujtahid at all. So Mujtahid Mutlaq means that a person has a deep understanding of this various Islamic sciences, able to come to a ruling based upon the Quran and Sunnah. And doesn't mean that one is respecting any madhab. All of the ulama in general begin to follow certain school of thought, but at times they reach a stage of Mujtahid al-Mutlaq, an open ijtihad. They begin to at times go against what their madhab may be, but they have a asas, they have a foundation that they are following. So that's unfortunately you find today everyone, as I mentioned, is a mujtahid today. Everywhere you go, everyone is becoming a mujtahid, and every time you make a statement, well, there's a difference of opinion, or this doesn't exist, or this doesn't quite mean this. Who are we? And at the end of the day, we don't equal a speck, a dot on the 1,000 pages have been written by these great ulama, and we begin to openly challenge them when they don't have knowledge, they don't understand, they don't know. And that is an incorrect perception of ilm, and a sign of disrespect to the ulama. Wallahu a'lam.